Hey guys, oh my god, I've just got to do another video tonight. It's like 3 a.m. and I just got a phone call from the asshole. And I just had to do another video because I've got to tell somebody. He called and my phone was in the bedroom and I was on the computer in the computer room, and so I called him back to see what he wanted, and he just was talking all this nonsense and stuff. He was like, he said, I just called to see what you were doing, and I said, I'm not really doing anything, and I was on the computer in the other room. And he said, well, maybe I shouldn't have called you, maybe I shouldn't be calling you, I feel like I shouldn't be calling you anymore. And I'm like, well, why, and he goes, well, I just don't know, I get the feeling you don't want to talk to me. And I'm like, well, excuse me. I said, well, I don't really care, I don't care to talk to you or whatever. I don't care if you call or not, it doesn't matter. And he said, well, I think you're a nice person and everything. And then he just went on and on and on about some stuff, and then we talked about what we did today and what he did today. And then he said, I think you're going through a lot of stuff. And he said, are you depressed? What's wrong? And I'm thinking to myself, well, I am depressed, but, I'm naturally depressed. But, I'm not any more depressed than I have been. I'm struggling with my weight, and I am kind of stressed out that my dad's coming down, and of course, I'm having that root canal on Monday. And I'm stressing about that, and I have great anxiety and stuff right now. And I'm stressed about financial stuff and money and whatnot. And so I did say, well, I'm kind of stressed out right now. I'm I got some things on my mind, but, nothing really, He goes, well, you just seem like, and then he goes into all this stuff, and he goes, well, I've been through all the stuff you're going through, and he goes into this whole drawn out thing for this whole big speech for 10 to 15 minutes about how he's been through all this stuff, and, I should take his advice, and he really likes to help people out, and he knows he knows what I'm going through, and, we were on this dating service, this Dateline service, and that's how we met. And he said, I know my ad makes me sound like I'm really perfect, and I know I'm not perfect, but, I've had a lot of responses to my ad, and of course I would tell the women that I'm not perfect, and I would tell them exactly who I am and what I'm not. And I'm just going, when is his speech going to end? What is the point of his madness? And, I know he's trying to tell me that basically, I'm a worthless piece of shit because, I'm on disability right now and I'm not working. I know his whole game is basically to tell me that I shouldn't be dating right now and I should be getting my shit together. So, I'm just holding the phone basically at this point. I'm letting him just ramble and ramble, because if I try to break in and give my 2 cents in, he would just start a fight and pick a fight, and I don't feel like fighting with him. So, I just let him ramble on, and he goes, I just care about people, and, I want to help them out. And I care about you, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just sitting there going, oh my God, when is this going to end? And I'm thinking, this guy is just whacked. And he says, I know you really, I've been really stressed out to the point where you are too, but I never ended up, in the hospital like you did. He had to throw that in too. And I'm thinking, well, you said you did, and now you take it back and say you didn't. And I just don't believe a word this guy has to say. So I threw in, after he got his 10 to 15 minutes of saga over, I said, by the way, why did you lie to me about your last name? And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, on your voicemail, on your phone, it says a different name than what you told me after we got finished one night having sex. He goes, oh, what are you talking about? I said, you told me this name when we got finished doing the nasty. And now on your voicemail, when you call your cell phone number, it gives this name. Oh, well, I had to change my name. I'm thinking, what? What the fuck? He goes, well, I had this girlfriend on the Dateline, and she got to calling me all the time, and I had to call the police on her, and blah, 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 and I had to change my number. I had to change my name. And it just kept flipping back and forth from, I had to change my name, I had to change my number, I had to get my neighbor to put a message on there for me, and this and this and this and this. It just kept bouncing back and forth from this and that and all this other. And I said, so what is your actual name? Well, it's actually what I told you it was when we got finished doing the nasty. So, the name on your voicemail is not your last name. No, it's not. I'm thinking, what the fuck is up with this? Then he goes back, he says, she must have got it from somebody else. She must have got my number from somebody else on the Dateline. And then he goes back and says, first of all, he says she did get it from somebody on the Dateline. And then he goes back and says she must have got it from somebody on the Dateline. So which the fuck is it? You know, I don't believe him at all. I don't know whether his last name is the one he said to me, when he told to me first, or the one that he has on his voicemail now. So, anyway, I think he's just a pack of lies. So anyway, he goes on to say, well, I really don't know if I should call you anymore or not. And I'm like, well, why? And he's like, well, because if I call you, I want to have sex with you. And I'm like, well, I said, you know what happens every time we have sex? I said, you don't want kids, and I want kids, but I don't want to have, basically, I don't want to have kids with you, is what I was trying to say. But I said, I don't want to have kids right now either. And what I really wanted to say is, I don't want to have your kids. But I said, we both know what's going to happen. And he goes, well, then maybe I shouldn't call you anymore. And I said, well, maybe you shouldn't. He goes, well, okay, good luck to you. And I said, well, good luck to you too. And I hope you find what you're looking for. And with that note, I probably won't hear from this guy anymore. And it's probably a good thing. So, we're done with Mr. Asshole. At least we think so. We might have heard the last from Mr. Asshole. We're kissing good sex to the wind, but we're probably kissing the evil to the wind as well. This is not a good guy. All my thoughts and things about this guy are evil, and as soon as I can scrape this evil off my back, the sooner the better. And I just get really bad feeling about him altogether, and although the sex was good, the rest is bad, and I can't trust him, and therefore he doesn't need to be in my life. So I just, you know, it's just bad. So, end of story. Thanks guys for listening, and see ya later. Probably see ya later on in the week. Take care. Much love. Bye.